Good morning, everyone. We're going to talk today about trust and self doubt. Trust is really the precursor to our self doubt. It's really just our inability to trust ourselves, which probably stemmed from the inability to trust our parents, or, you know, whether it was a toxic relationship that let us down, or just maybe we were just born shy. We all have different idiosyncrasies. I'm not going to delve into that too much because that's more of maybe why you're feeling the way you feel. I want to talk about how to change that and get to feeling the way you desire to feel eventually, and also how I use BJJ as a tool to cultivate trust and eliminate self doubt. So I'll start with a BJJ story, of course. I'm training on the mats. I'm prepping for the World Championships. I'm nervous because no one else is going. I'm going out of my age group to fight in the actual World Championships, which is 18 to 30. I'm almost 40. So I'm talking with a fellow, classmate, call it, just another guy I train with. And, I was like, I'm nervous. I'm going by myself. This guy traveled by himself all the time. He competed all the time. He's like, look, Mark, he's like, it's just another day on the mats. I know no one's there to coach you, and you're a little bit nervous about it, but really, just think of it that way. It's just another day on the mats. And that's not what stood out as much as he said, trust your jiu-jitsu. And I thought about it. I was like, wow, I've been studying this for a long time. I have great, great teachers around me. And why am I doubting that? So trust your jiu-jitsu kind of rolls into the whole theme of this video blog, which is learning to use BJJ to develop trust and eliminate self-doubt. So I would say it all starts with your teacher. If you do the right amount of research, you take your time and you find a solid school with an awesome teacher, which there's a ton of them out there, I think it starts there. Because the first part of developing that, confidence is having confidence in who you're learning from. So for me, my instructor is an amazing instructor. He's, has a ton of accolades, and not only that, I trust him. When he tells me something, it works. So I start to develop that trust and that relationship with my teacher, and it starts to give me confidence in that relationship. So now that I've got confidence in that relationship, I feel comfortable. Once I feel comfortable, I start to develop, the trust in the techniques that he's giving me. So now, developing the techniques, developing the trust in him, and then I start to apply these techniques to everyday life, as far as I'm talking about the jiu-jitsu world, to all of my, movements and training and fighting with the guys. And little by little practice, nothing happens overnight, but they start to work. So what I'm doing is I'm slowly cultivating a environment where I'm practicing a skill and I'm developing trust in that skill, and then my ability to apply that skill helps me develop trust in myself, which in the end eliminates self-doubt. So that's really kind of the cycle that BJJ offers. I mean, I don't know where you can find, I'm sure it's out there, but for me to find a place where I can go 6, even 7 days a week and work on a skill set that's been taught to me by somebody that I trust and apply it over and over again until it works, to develop trust in those skills, those principles, and those techniques, and then in return, develop that trust within me. So this applies to real life in the sense that, anything we gain knowledge of, any type of accomplishment we create, all of those things start to kind of develop the trust and confidence in ourselves and starts to eliminate that self-doubt. If you're not sure about, what to do, if the knowledge isn't there, you don't have the know-how, it's really hard to have confidence and trust. But once you start to develop those skills, then it's really just learning to quiet that little voice in your head that's telling you, why me? And one way I do that is I flip the script. I'm like, why not me? Why not me? What makes me any different than anybody else? We have this idea that these great people are just people that, they're just born that way, or who knows, like they had a different life than I did, or I can't do it, but they could. Man, a lot of it, you're looking at the finished product. You never see the failures and these guys falling flat on their face and just how long it took them to develop that confidence and that trust. It is a learned skill. And that's what I love about jujitsu is that every day you get an opportunity to test that skill and see how it works. And then when it doesn't work, you fix it, you tweak it. And then you have this support group of these guys around you or girls, depending on the school. And, everyone's there to support each other and guide each other and help each other grow. And so you start to develop not only trust in your techniques, not only trust in the principles and the skills, but you start to develop trust in your teacher. And then you start to develop trust in everybody around you because it becomes like a family. And then you start to develop confidence in your school, in your teacher, in the students around you, and in yourself in return. And by the time you take that journey, 2, 3, 4, 5 years into training BJJ, however long you stick with it, whether you get a black belt or you don't, what really matters is that you have an outlet to specifically develop the skill set of trust and self-confidence and eliminate self-doubt through actual accomplishment and achievement. It's the proof is in the pudding. When you get that medal or you submit that guy or that technique works and you sweep somebody, this is real life examples. And you can have faith and trust in those things. And then if you take that principle and you apply it to your life or to business, then you wind up with developing the same type of trust and skill set in the rest of your life. And little by little, these baby accomplishments, or even baby failures that you're growing on, one or the other, they're both equal. I mean, you're even more better off to fail and grow from those than you are to accomplish all the time. So basically what I'm trying to say is BJJ helped me develop confidence in myself, specifically on the mat, but that correlated to my confidence in real life and my ability to learn a skill and to, finish a product and get things done and make the accomplishments that I want in my life and reach the desired goals. So that's just my little take on, self-doubt, trust, and how BJJ creates a stable environment to cultivate that within yourself. And then from there, it's your choice if you want to apply those same principles and skills to the rest of your life or your business for that matter. Thanks, you guys. Have a good day.